Hey guys, welcome back to 120 Sports. In today's video, we'll be exploring a topic everyone has been discussing, the novel coronavirus and the immense effect it's had on the world of sports. Before we get on with the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more weekly sports-related content. Now without further ado, let's get on with the video. We are currently living in unprecedented times. Never would we have thought 4 months ago that all 6 continents would be hit by COVID-19. The sports world in particular has taken quite a penalty, with many tournaments and events being cancelled and postponed. Let's take a tour around the world to see some of the biggest exceptions in sports. North America. The biggest suspension in sports is that of the 2019-2020 NBA season. Although originally measures were taken so games were played without fans, the season was officially put to a halt on March 11, 2020, after player Rudy Gobert for the Utah Jazz tested positive for COVID-19. As of March 28th, 16 players, including Marcus Smart and Kevin Durant, have been infected. There's no news as to when the season will recommence, but it can be confirmed that this shutdown will cost the NBA millions of dollars lost in revenue. The day after the NBA season was suspended, the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, announced the cancellation of its men, March Madness, and women's basketball conference tournaments. These included the Pac-12, Ivy League, Big East, Big West, and more. Other winter sports and the spring NCAA championships were also canceled. Along with all the hard-working student athletes and coaches, NCAA Vice President Dan Gavitt expressed his thoughts about his decision, stating, "We all feel that sadness and empathize with the players. We're heartbroken. The committee is heartbroken. This is the first time in 81 years that the NCAA basketball tournament has been canceled. Furthermore, Major League Soccer has suspended their season until May, and Major League Baseball has canceled and suspended many of their events and games too." South America. In South America, the 2020 Copa Libertadores and Copa Sudamericana football tournaments were suspended mid-March. Normally, the winners of this tournament would have qualified for the FIFA World Cup in Qatar in December 2020. Alejandro Dominguez, the president of CONMEBOL, the Confederación Suramericana de Fútbol, has requested that a global fund be established to help soccer clubs during the pandemic. Fortunately, $75 million have already been given to clubs that have faced great revenue loss following tournament suspension. FIFA is currently working to raise more. Europe. As well as most of the other continents, Europe has been greatly affected by the coronavirus crisis. Most notably, one of the most famous soccer competitions in the world, the UEFA Champions League, has been postponed. In February and March, numerous rounds of 16 knockout fixtures were played behind closed doors with no fans, as illustrated by our picture of the PSG Dortmund fixture, where PSG qualified for the next round with no fans. However, the 13th of March, the UEFA decided to postpone all the fixtures until further notice, and still today, the UEFA has not revealed when the competition will take place. In addition to the postponement of the Champions League, the Euro 2020 has been reported to the 2021 summer by the UEFA organization. The competition was originally scheduled to take place this summer, but after a conference with the 55 association members, the tournament was moved. Africa. The 6th annual African Nations Championship, a football tournament organized by the Confederation of African Football, was supposed to take place from April 4th to April 25th in Cameroon. It was postponed on March 17, 2020. This is the second time it was postponed, as the tournament was originally supposed to take place in the months of January and February. A specific later date for it to take place has yet to be announced. Asia. The biggest sporting event to be postponed due to COVID-19 has to be the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics. After much consideration on March 24th, the International Olympic Committee and Tokyo Organizing Committee decided to reschedule the event for the first time ever to 2021. This decision will, however, not push back the Beijing Winter Olympics in 2022, only 6 months later. The organization stated that the Olympic Games could stand as a beacon of hope to the world during these troubled times, and that the Olympic flame could become the light at the end of the tunnel in which the world finds itself at present. Many of the world's most well-known athletes have come on social media to demonstrate their support for the delay. An approximation by a professor at Kansai University explained that the postponement will cost $5.8 billion. Australia. Australia's Football League has also decided to postpone the tournament, along with many other sports. At the conclusion of the first round of games, the AFL decided to suspend the 2020 season until May 31st at the latest. We hope you learned something in today's video. Remember, these are just some of the many sporting events which have been suspended. Every day, the situation changes, and every day, new updates are being announced. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay inside. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another video here on 120 Sports.